the Employees' Compensation Act 1923, as amended through EC Amendment Act 2017. 21. Venue of proceeding and transfer. 1. Where any matter under this Act is to be done by or before a Commissioner, the same shall, subject to the provisions of this Act and to any rules made hereunder, be done by or before the Commissioner for the area in which a. The accident took place which resulted in the injury, or b. The employee, or in case of his death, the dependent claiming the compensation ordinarily resides, or c. The employer has his registered office. Provided that no matter shall be processed before or by a Commissioner, other than the Commissioner having jurisdiction over the area in which the accident took place, without his giving notice in the manner prescribed by the central government to the Commissioner having jurisdiction over the area and the state government concerned. Provided further that where the employee, being the master of a ship or a seaman or the captain or a member of the crew of an aircraft or an employee in a motor vehicle or a company, meets with the accident outside India, any such matter may be done by or before a Commissioner for the area in which the owner or agent of the ship, aircraft or motor vehicle resides or carries on business, or the registered office of the company is situate, as the case may be. 1a. If a Commissioner, other than the Commissioner with whom any money has been deposited under Section 8, proceeds with a matter under this Act, the former may for the proper disposal of the matter call for transfer of any records or monies remaining with the latter, and on receipt of such a request, he shall comply with the same. 2. If a Commissioner is satisfied that any matter arising out of any proceedings pending before him can be more conveniently dealt with by any other Commissioner, whether in the same state or not, he may, subject to rules made under this Act, order such matter to be transferred to such other Commissioner either for report or for disposal, and, if he does so, shall forthwith transmit to such other Commissioner all documents relevant for the decision of such matter, and, where the matter is transferred for disposal, shall also transmit in the prescribed manner any money remaining in his hands or invested by him for the benefit of any party to the proceedings. Provided that the Commissioner shall not, where any party to the proceedings has appeared before him, make any order of transfer relating to the distribution among dependents of a lump sum without giving such party an opportunity of being heard. 3. The Commissioner to whom any matter is so transferred shall, subject to rules made under this Act, inquire thereinto, and, if the matter was transferred for report, return his report thereon, or, if the matter was transferred for disposal, continue the proceedings as if they had originally commenced before him. 4. On receipt of a report from a Commissioner to whom any matter has been transferred for report under subsection 2, the Commissioner by whom it was referred shall decide the matter referred in conformity with such report. 5. The state government may transfer any matter from any Commissioner appointed by it to any other Commissioner appointed by it. 22. Form of application. 1. Where an accident occurs in respect of which liability to pay compensation under this Act arises, a claim for such compensation may, subject to the provisions of this Act, be made before the Commissioner. 1a. Subject to the provisions of subsection 1, no application for the settlement of any matter by Commissioner, other than an application by a dependent or dependents for compensation, shall be made unless and until some question has arisen between the parties in connection therewith which they have been unable to settle by agreement. 2. An application to a Commissioner may be made in such form and shall be accompanied by such fee, if any, as may be prescribed, and shall contain, in addition to any particulars which may be prescribed, the following particulars, namely: a. A concise statement of the circumstances in which the application is made and the relief or order which the applicant claims. B. In the case of a claim for compensation against an employer, the date of service of notice of the accident on the employer, and, if such notice has not been served or has not been served in due time, the reason for such omission. C. The names and addresses of the parties. And D. Except in the case of an application by dependents for compensation, a concise statement of the matters on which agreement has and of those on which agreement has not been come to. 3. If the applicant is illiterate or for any other reason is unable to furnish the required information in writing, the application shall, if the applicant so desires, be prepared under the direction of the Commissioner. 22a. Power of Commissioner to require further deposit in cases of fatal accident. 1. Where any sum has been deposited by an employer as compensation payable in respect of an employee whose injury has resulted in death, and in the opinion of the Commissioner such sum is insufficient, the Commissioner may, by notice in writing stating his reasons, call upon the employer to show cause why he should not make a further deposit within such time as may be stated in the notice. 2. If the employer fails to show cause to the satisfaction of the Commissioner may make an award determining the total amount payable, and requiring the employer to deposit the deficiency.